That's his. All right, cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Chain Breakers. We are a Christian recovery program that focuses on the road to recovery using the 12 steps. We use various recovery materials, including the Bible, AA Big Book, NA Basic Text, Celebrate Recovery, and other relevant sources. We want to make it very clear this is not an AA or NA meeting. We're not affiliated with either fellowship. With many of us being members of these fellowships ourselves, we have a great respect for their traditions. We endorse them. They do not endorse us. They're gracious enough to let other groups use their literature, which is what we do here, as long as the readings are kept intact. The Chain Breakers experience allows you to be changed, transformed, and renewed by God working in your life. As you work and study the 12 steps, you will step into the future that God has planned for each one of you. We believe that through the 12 steps and the power of Jesus Christ that we can be chain breakers. If you're not a Christian, please know you are wanted and welcome here. We will pass the basket for donations that help pay for weekly expenses, including free literature and Bibles we give to patients when bringing our meeting into treatment centers for H&I. If you're watching online and you would like to donate, we will put the give link in the chat that will take you directly to the church's donation page. Please just select Chain Breakers in the fund section. Every dollar helps, and we thank you for your contributions. Welcome everyone who is watching online. Feel free to put it in the chat where you're watching from, and if you're new, so we can welcome you. We love our global family. Let's give enough for that. We have such a faithful global family, and we appreciate you. Let's see here. Feel free to hit that like or follow button so you can get notified when we have our meetings. And please hit the share button if you're comfortable doing so to help us share recovery and the gospel. We also invite you to like and subscribe us on YouTube. We encourage sponsorship. A sponsor is someone who will take you through the 12 steps. We also encourage you to get a list of phone numbers to help you build a support network. If anyone would like a list of phone numbers, could you please raise your hand? Do we have any newcomers or visitors to the group for the first time that would like to introduce themselves? Go ahead.
I'm Bernadette.
Hi, Bernadette. Welcome, welcome.
I'm Heather. I'm an alcoholic.
Heather, welcome. Anyone else? Al, welcome. All right, let's give everybody a nice warm welcome. We invite all first-time visitors to see a volunteer after the meeting right back there at the next steps table so we can pray for you, and we'd like to give you a gift for coming out and visiting us today. Would anyone who is willing and able to be a sponsor please raise your hands and keep them up for a moment? Okay, thank you for your service. If you need a sponsor, please talk to one of these people after the meeting, or you can feel free to see me at the front and we will help get you connected to someone. Any newcomers or visitors, if you would like someone to reach out to you, as we understand how difficult it can be to pick up that 1,000-pound phone, simply fill out the top portion of the card on the table and someone will get in touch with you. This is not a necessity, as we respect your decision to be anonymous. It's just an option if you would like it. Lastly, on the bottom of the cards on the table is a prayer request section. If you have any prayer requests, feel free to put it there and place it in the basket. You don't even have to put your name on it if you don't want to. We may not know who we're praying for, but God does, and we know that God hears and answers prayers here. Okay, lastly, if you want to get involved, there's a commitment sign-up sheet at the front table. Just put your name down. And if you don't want to get involved, you know what we say here at Chain Breakers, get involved anyway. If you would like to make Chain Breakers your home group, you can also sign up at the front table. You can see me or any home group member. Would home group members please raise your hands? Okay, thank you for your service. Okay, so with that, I have a whole thing of announcements I got to read tonight. Kel, give me one of those papers. Thank you. Our first announcement is Gloucester County Community Church. We do have a food pantry here. A lot of people, especially if you're coming in recovery and maybe you're not early on in recovery, we all need some help sometimes. And so if you are in need of food, you can see me or Carmen. Where's Carmen? I know Carmen's around here somewhere. But there she is. You can see me or Carmen, and we'll be happy to get you some food. We can have it all ready for you next week when you come, or you can see one of us tomorrow or the next day so we can get you food. Also, if you would like to donate some, feel free to bring it, and we'll put it back there. Couple of fellowship announcement dates. They're all on the paper. Feel free to take this home if you want to put them in your calendar. Next Thursday, August the 24th, from 7 to 9, we're doing a game night here. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be celebrating my anniversary, and we have a lot of other August celebrants. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to have a game night. Feel free to come. There's going to be snacks and refreshments. August 29th, you can join us for the Gloucester County Candlelight Memorial Vigil. That's going to be at James Atkinson Park at 7 p.m. for overdose awareness. Friday, September 1st, we're having a beach day. There's going to be no meeting on Wednesday, September 6th. We're doing here at the church, it's a night of worship, so we are going to be in there, so please feel free to join us for worship, but there'll be no meeting in here. On Friday, this 22nd, we're going to be taking a church van down to Delaware for a speaker jam. I'll be one of the speakers there, so we're going to make it a night of recovery. So please feel free to join us. And then we have some other events coming up. We have a wreath making event Monday, October 16th. We have our Friendsgiving. You know, it's the night before Thanksgiving. So we know that is a tough night for people in recovery. It's one of the biggest drinking nights of the year. So you have a place to come. If you need a meeting, we will be here. We're going to have our meeting. We'll also have some food. So just know that you have a place to go if you're feeling triggered around that time. And lastly, on Wednesday, December 20th, from 7 to 9, we're going to have our Chain Breakers Christmas party. It's going to be a shortened meeting, and then we're going to have food, fellowship, and games afterwards. So save these dates. Feel free to take one of these. We got plenty of them. And now that I'm out of breath from all the announcements, my name is Angelina. I'm a recovered and redeemed addict and alcoholic. And tonight, I'm very, very excited. We are going to have Ian sharing his testimony. He celebrated 1 year sober on Thursday. And he has been such an inspiration to this group. I don't want to give too much away. I want you to hear it directly from him, but I love you and I'm so proud of you. And you give me hope. I want you to know that. And I just love you so much. And so it's my honor and pleasure to give you your 1 year coin. So let's give it up one more time for Ian. I love you. Give me a hug. All right. Mama Bear's going to stop crying now. And please help me give a great big one more time, but I know we're chain breakers. You know, addicts and alcoholics, we can get pretty rowdy. So I know you can give a better round of applause than that. So let's all give it up one more time for Ian. Hey! All right.
All right, hello everybody.
Hi, Ian.
What's up, everybody? Everybody have a good day, or at least a decent day?
Better now
Better now.
that you're here.
Stop this. Stop. Well, you know, my name's Ian. I'm 16. You know, a lot of people can't tell because of the facial hair. You know, all the old ladies, you gotta back up, okay? This place alone, I just want to say that this place alone is somewhere that not only people with, you know, that are struggling with addiction, but just need somebody. This is the one place you can go. One of like couple places you can go just to be there with somebody and somebody to actually love you, to respect you, and to help you, even if it's something terrible. God judges, you know, God's the only judge. You can't have, you know, a man judge another man. And this place shows God through it all. I've been here for a year and a couple months now.
Yeah.
I didn't get judged once. I got no, you know, people talking about my bag. I got nobody talking bad about me. This place is a home, and I can't say that for a lot of places, but this place is a home, and all these people here make it so unique and different. And I love everybody here. I just had to get that out of the way first, because that's like one of the things I had to share. You know, I just love it being here in general. So I'm here with my mom, you know, right there.
Give it up for Mom, too.
As y'all can tell, we just look alike. We're absolute twins. The story behind that is I'm adopted, and you know that comes up with a lot of confusion, a lot of what this, what's that, you know, going. I'm trying to see how long. It was a while. It was like 6, 7 years ago. We were in the store and somebody gave us, I forgot, somebody said something or gave us a dirty look. And that was the first time I remembered my mom, when I realized my mom was black and I was white. And so, growing up with, being adopted and growing up with a single mom who does everything by herself and works hard to make her kids happy. And, not having a dad there, it does, I don't lie, it does take a lot away. But I am so thankful for my mother for also stepping up to be the father or a part-time father. But growing up with a single parent, 2 other siblings, and then I have, how many other siblings do I have? Like, I'm up to 12. I kid you not, I'm up to like 12 siblings now. It's, when you're younger and you have a lot of siblings, but you don't get to see them, it causes a lot of confusion of, where's everybody at? I'm getting told stories of my little brother, my older sisters, my older brother. And when you're younger, you're like, okay, you're talking about all these people. I'm not seeing any faces. And for me, that's one of the things I still struggle with now, but a lot less. But when I was younger, I was always wondering, was I not good enough for my parents? Were I not good enough to be kept? Like, I always wonder what was wrong with me. So from, younger years, I was always wondering, why am I not enough? And that slowly turned into, sadness turns into anger turns into this, and this turns into that, and it's a cycle. But I'm not gonna lie, my entire like, I'm gonna say 3rd to 7th grade, skip 8th, and then 9th, was not the best years for me. You can ask my mom. She had to, take off of work for most of the days, but I was suspended for the school year. I was keep getting suspended for, I'll go back in one day, get back the other day, and then I'll get out again for fighting or whatever. But I don't know what happened. Like, you said something during one of your messages, I was like, all right, I gotta think about that. Then I realized, when I was younger, I was confused. I was sad, I was angry, and I didn't know why. And then you spoke about something, then I had to pray about it, and then I was worshiping. I realized I'm just a kid, and I don't know what to do. And I always kind of been like that. And when I was younger, I was always the what if. I was always asking questions. So having no dad or no bio dad, no bio mom in your house, and no bio siblings, it's always the what if, let's say, what if my dad doesn't love me and he actually didn't try to care for me? Or what if my siblings forgot what I look like? Or what if my siblings, forgot who I even am? Or what if my siblings don't know who I am? And as a kid, it's not the best thing to keep constantly thinking, because I was the constant, okay, where's my siblings? You know what I mean? Like, where's this? Like, asking my siblings, what is our bio dad like? Or what is our bio mom like? It's always the what ifs that got me when I was younger. And I just don't, some things I don't remember is like why I first started getting angry. Because I remember in 4th grade, I was one bad little kid. Like 4th, 5th, 6th, I was, even Samaj had to deal with me a little bit back then. You gotta accept, he hated it.
I believe in Jesus.
But, younger, suspended good over 100 times now. Like, over hundreds, right? I'm saying, yeah, over hundreds of times. And, not being in school, always getting kicked out, always getting, kind of left her stranded. So I started picking up, okay, if you're going to treat me like this, why don't I act like this? So if you're going to make me out to be the bad kid, why shouldn't I be the bad kid? I have every right to be, because you gave me that name, you gave me that title, so I should be that. So for a long time, for a couple of years, getting into fights, thinking I was the biggest kid in school, even though there's kids 3, 4, 5 times bigger than me. But I was always the one like, okay, I got this, I'm the big man here. Ain't nobody's gonna tell me what to do. That, I got beat up a couple of times, so that didn't work out. But I just kept getting into trouble. I didn't know why I was getting in trouble. I didn't care enough to even ask that. I was always it's whatever. It is what it is. I know a lot of people here can say it is what it is, but it ain't what it is. It's definitely not what it's going to be either.
Amen.
Because I know it is what it is doesn't lean to anything good. Almost anything.
Yeah.
But I kind of found myself with a pattern, and I love patterns. I love organizing things. You know, my mom doesn't look at my room. It's organized. I promise. It's organized. Everything's organized. So I need everything in the exact way. I need everything to be 1, 2, 3. So once I picked up the pattern of I get into a fight, that's 4 days out of school suspension. I talk back to the teacher, that's 2 days out of school. If I curse at somebody, that's 1 day in school. So I knew the patterns of how to get in trouble, when to get in trouble, what to do to get in trouble, how not to get in trouble. Like, I knew all these factors and all these patterns that I constantly kind of just kept going with it. And I didn't know why I was going with it. I didn't know why I started off. I didn't know why I kept with it. And I always were, wondering, trust me, these thoughts, it's one of my major things. But, I just kept going through the pattern. And then 7th grade rolls around. My mom, she started talking to me by the end of it. She was talking about this school, C3. And so Winslow, I'm going to give you a rundown. If nobody really knows what Winslow is, it's not the best place to go to school or walk out. But, Winslow, a lot of people there will say once you get to 7th grade, it's all about when are you going to have your guard up and when are you going to fight, basically. And it's not the best thing. But in 7th grade, my mom talked to me about a school, C3. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to keep to Winslow, the same pattern I know, the same thing I know. Even though I was so excited to go, I was like, okay, what do I have to do now? Do I have to get better? Do I have to look better? Do I have to dress better? Do I have to just, be different from what I was used to? And so I remember in 7th grade, that was the last time I got suspended in 7th grade. I forgot what happened. I just kind of broke down there and I was like, this sucks. And, because my grandma, she took me, she kept taking me back and forth to, picking me up from school, getting suspended, or staying at the house. And I was always like, I'm hurting my mom, I'm hurting my siblings, I'm hurting my grandma, I'm hurting all these people, and I don't know why yet. And I felt like in that time I was never going to find out why, and I was just going to find out, once the next time, I'm going to do it again, always look for the next time. But in 8th grade, my mom, I went to school. It was a nice school. It had a farm. It had live goats. It was the best thing ever to have. And it had an animal shack. It had snakes. It was crazy. It was one of the coolest things ever. But that year, I realized that I don't need to be so angry all the time. That I don't need to put my guard up at 100%. You should still keep your guard up at some points, but not all the time. Because putting your guard up means nobody's getting in. Not my mom, not God, nobody. It's just me, myself, and I. And I realized that guard was damaging more than helping. Because I was always, scared of, okay, someone's going to call me names, someone's going to call me that, or do this to me, so I got to be ready, I got to be alerted at all times. And I was just like, is it okay to put my guard down now? Is it okay to not be okay now? And I didn't know. And then that's when a lot of my addiction started. Was in 8th grade. It was kind of not knowing what to do, but knowing this one thing helps, so I'm gonna stick with it. And it's like you first start getting into it, and it's like I'm gonna do it every other month. Oh, it's just a one-time thing.
Right.
All right, maybe next weekend. Then it turns into maybe next month. Okay, let's do it this month. All right, let's do it this week. All right, let's do it tomorrow. Okay, let's do it today. Let's do it right now. It's going to keep getting at you. It's going to keep eating at you if you don't stop it. It's never that. Let me do that one time.
Right.
Because if it was that one time, I want to be up here at all.
Yeah, right.
Right. That's honesty. I want to be up here. If it was that one time, I want to be up here. But I was kind of confused of, why I was angry, why did I hurt my family so much, why did I hurt myself so much, and I was just so confused, and I was just so lost, honestly. As a kid, I'm still a kid now, but as a younger kid, you know, you don't really get to share how that is, because you feel like nobody knows, and nobody can relate to you. And, you know, now I'm stuck with this by myself. I'm stuck with, okay, let me do this. Okay, I have to do this. Okay, now I have responsibilities taken up. And it got overwhelming. I was just like, there's got to be somewhere out. And, you know, some people find it from multiple things. It doesn't just have to be drugs. It can be self-harm and stuff like that. But, you know, just going through with it, I was just like, okay, my friend showed me what this is. Okay, this is good. I like this. Just this one time, though. I promise that just this one time. Then it's that same friend again. Hey, what's up? You want to, you know what I mean? Then it's another time. Then it's another time. It's another time. It's another time. It's another time. And in 8th grade, once you're, you know, a lot younger, you're like, okay, I'm cool now. These people think I'm cool. Okay? Oh, they like me. Oh, they want to, you know, do this with me. Okay, let's go. But that turned out a lot worse than I thought. Yeah, I got a blood. But, you know, once you're like still a kid, you don't have, or you don't think you have a voice. You don't think I can speak up. I can tell somebody about what's going on. I can, you know, go to my uncle or go to my mom or go to someone to say, I've done this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's going on. It made me feel good, but I know it's bad. I feel like I never could reach out to anybody. I feel like I only did it for, you know, myself. Like I was the one helping me through it. I was the one coping me through it. But can't do that by yourself. Can't go do this alone. I had to learn that the hard way. And so now I'm into 9th grade, and that's high school. Everybody's, you know, 9th grade year was a little weird for them. And 9th grade was turning point. As I said, Winslow is not the best. A lot of kids go in the bathroom. Some even kids walk down the hallway and will smoke. So I know I'm being around all those people. I'm being around now people. This is the point in the beginning of the school year. You know, I see friends start doing more, and I see people start getting into heavier stuff, and I see people talking about this. I'm like, I've done that before. I can handle this. So it goes from a line of, hey, this wasn't so bad. I can handle that. I do this, I can handle that, and then handle that, I can handle this. And so, beginning of 9th grade, it was spiral. I couldn't even lie. It was just all down from there. I thought I was going to do so good. And I was like, okay, this is my year. I'll take it back. This is my year. I get to do what I want. I'm going to have good grades. I'm going to have all of this going for me. I'm going to have all these opportunities. It didn't work out. But I kind of thought, you know, I'm the cool kid. I do this. Other kids don't do this yet. I do it. I'm older. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'm gonna say, like 2-3 months in the school year, I found out what Blue Devils are. It's a pill, and I was like, before that I was like, nah, pills were crazy. Like things like that were crazy. I was never going to do them. I told myself I went to do the DARE program. I was not doing those. I promise. I swear on my life to that. And then 9th grade hit around. That DARE program did not work.
We all failed it too. Sorry. You're in good company.
But, you know, that's when you start realizing, hey, this is not going too well for me at all. And so now you got to realize this stuff costs money. Money, you know what I mean? Just money in itself is the worst investment ever. But, you know, I'm trying to find money for not just that, but for regular, just weed, regular stuff. So I'm finding people, I'm finding places, I'm finding like shops to go out and steal. I'm finding like the worst type of friends that I know they will always hook me up or give me something free. And I just kept doing the same thing as I did in 7th grade year. I stuck to the pattern. I kept going for this person. Okay, this person not available. Okay, I'm gonna go to the shop. If the shop's not available, okay, I'm gonna go to this place because I know everybody has it there. I know everybody got it. Okay, I know where this is. I remember the pattern, and then like 2-3 months into school, my best friend passed away. And that was like one of the worst things for me ever. And I talk about him a lot. I love him so much because he's 3 days older than me, but I kid you not, I will always be 3 days older than him, even if he is. He sadly passed away when he was 14. He was shot and killed in Camden. And after that, I was confused. I was like, okay, he's my age. We grew up, the same way around, same hospital, same place, going all the way to Winslow, talking to his family, being in the same classes, just growing up together, playing football, outside, just riding our bikes, just doing all of this. Like, when you're a kid, you're like, okay, this is my best friend forever. I'm going to see him at his funeral when he's 80 and old with gray hair and wrinkled skin. But, seeing your best friend die at 14 is very tough and lonely. I would say it's kind of lonely because not a lot of people, not a lot of older people can talk to you about it. You can't talk to other people about it because it's just like, who cares anyways? You know what I mean? Like, once you get in your own head, it's like, who cares anyways? I got this, okay? If I can go do this, I can go do this. But my best friend, passing was one of those things that I couldn't just shake off. I couldn't just smoke it away. I couldn't just do this away. So at this point, I'm trying to find anything to not make me remember or make me feel, just him passing. Like, I try to find anything and everything that I can just to stop the time from moving forward. Because I know if time moves forward, that means more people die. That means more hurt. And I hate to be hurt. And I know a lot of people hate to be hurt too. So I'm trying to find, I'm finding things like, I'm finding the worst type of friends. Friends that are getting me suspended up to 7 days. I had, I think 11-day suspension for a negative drug test or a positive drug test. And I remember that same day, it was 2 weeks after my friend's passing, and one of my friends, it's like, I know you're feeling bad. Here, come with me and my friends. We're gonna go do something before school. And I ended up doing it. I, smoking, popping pills, just doing whatever, because they saw I looked down. I thought they were friends, and I thought they were trying to help. And that, same day I got 11 days out of school suspension. And that's when my mom, she was like, yeah, no. She was like, that's not where it's gonna go. And I'm like, I kind of want to take it into my own control. I'm like, I told her too. I told her straight to her face, and that hurts me. I told her, I'm like, oh, this thing's gonna be negative. This thing's ain't no drugs gonna be in my system at all. I'm good. She got the test results and came back positive. I'm just looking down on myself now. I'm like, she knows now. What, like, oh no. And then I'm trying to hide it. I'm like, oh yeah, though this is happening. I'm lying about every single thing. I'm lying about where I'm going. I'm lying about what I'm doing in school. I'm lying about going to classes. And I just keep doing stuff like a pattern, as I said. And this pattern kept hurting her, kept hurting my grandma, kept hurting me, kept hurting my friends and family. I just couldn't stop. Like, I don't know. I couldn't understand why I was just constantly hurting other people, even though I don't mean to. Because I never mean to hurt anybody else. I'm a lovable person. I'm annoying. I'll give you that. I'm annoying. I know I am. You don't gotta tell me twice. I know when I talk too much. But I'm gonna be nice about it. I'm gonna make you, at least try to make you laugh, or try to make you smile, try to make your day better. So me seeing other people hurt and seeing other people that I'm affected, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just constantly like, okay, what am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this. But on the other hand, it's like, I can't stop doing this. It's like, I don't want to do this, but I can't stop. And at that point, I didn't want to stop. At that point, I wanted to keep going. I just wanted more. I didn't have everything that I wanted. I wanted to feel this high. I wanted to forget this. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be in my control. And God put me in my place quick, too quick, honestly. But, you know, ninth grade, you kind of build your foundation and you kind of try to make yourself that person. Like, you have your name, your title. That's who you are for high school. And I know me starting off with high school as the person who got suspended, the person who got into fights, the person, you know, done this, the person who knows he got this, or the person who sells this, or da-da-da. I'm going to go back into school next year for my junior year, and I'm probably going to have the same, titles. But, looking back when you're getting sober, and it's the looking back that hurts, the knowing everything you did for what? You know what I mean? And I remember, pretty sure it was, I'm trying to remember. I think it was towards the middle or to the end of the school year. I think it was the end of the school year. I got caught at a convenience shop selling like $100 worth of weed and I think cards or something. And that's when police got involved, I think, or something happened. And I was just like, okay, this is the end of the summer. If this summer I don't fix myself, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be in jail. I'm gonna be somewhere I don't want to be at. Because at this point I'm like, okay, I'm still at home, so it's nothing too bad. Even though stuff's happening all around me, stealing from my mom, stealing from my sister, stealing from my brother, stealing from anything to get what I want. And I told myself, I'm like, that's the money that she's providing us, or that's her money, that's his stuff. I just kept thinking, I'm like, if I don't sober up now, at the end of the ninth grade, I'm gonna be good and gone as everybody else. I'm gonna be, making the worst decision and eventually end up dead. Because honestly, for the longest time, I believed that I wasn't gonna make it to 16, and that's honestly, I didn't think I was gonna make it 16. I'm 16 now, so I'm grateful for that. But I honestly didn't think I was gonna make it to 16 at all. But getting caught up with stealing from your family or from shops, you kind of have to look at yourself for a quick second, like, okay, you're being an idiot right now, you're being dumb, like, what are you doing? And then the addict mindset comes right back. It's like, oh well, let's keep doing it. Right. You had that thrill, you had that rush. Let's keep on doing it. And I tried my best to kind of like slow down, try to not worry too much, not try to do anything. It didn't work. I always had that, I had that mindset of, I need this now. I'm hurting so much right now. I can't tell anybody. I can't show anybody. I need this right now. So it's another, I think I had a relapse I'm pretty sure that was my first relapse, because I tried to get sober for 2 weeks strong, one day at a time. But I was 2 weeks in, I was like, yeah, no, I'm hurt. I can't do this. Then that's a second situation. I keep on getting myself in situations that I don't need to be in. Oof. Dang, I'm actually thinking about it.
God worked it out for good.
I'm glad he did. Oof.
Me too.
Trying to like stay sober. Like the first time getting sober is in my opinion, I tell this to other teens too, it's the worst. I'm not gonna lie. You want to have kids in your face, smoking. You want to have kids vaping in your face all the time. You want to have kids doing this and that. You're gonna see it on your phone. You're gonna see it on a store. You're gonna see it on TikTok. You're gonna see it. And once you're already around that, once you're in the mindset of, I'm trying to get sober, but it's not that serious. I'm not going to meetings. I'm not reaching out. I'm doing it by myself. It's a lot harder, and it's the dumb idea to do, because you can't do this alone. You can't. You either need God or God and somebody else. You stay God, honestly. But, not like being alone and going through it all, it makes it 100% worse. Like, even if you don't think so, even if your friends are like, oh, I got your back, you find those friends that actually has your back. Like Samaj, like, I can call him and be like, yo, I'm hurt right now. He's going to answer. He's going to be like, okay, let's talk about it. Like, how are you feeling? What are you doing? Like, he will ask, and that's a true friendship, and that's the things that I love. And it's scary for us teens to try to sober up, try to get clean, try to be like, not be like the other kids and do what they're doing. And it's scary. It's very scary because you don't know what your friends are going to say. Oh, you don't smoke? Yeah, back up a little bit. Like, we're going to do this. And you get excluded from a lot of things. That's a lot of things that I knew. You get excluded from a lot of things that if you don't, do it with somebody else, you're not going to be there. And so I'm alone now. I'm fully alone. No friends. Feel like no family I could talk to. Now I'm at the point of, all right, self-destruction. I'm going to be dead by the end of this. That's where my mindset was, and that was a mindset I was okay with. And I remember, I forgot what happened. I got laced or something, and I was just, it was the worst experience. It was everything was hurting. Everything was just weird. Now I didn't know what to do. I was angry. I was at a hospital or something like that, and I'm fighting the nurses. I'm fighting the guys, the girls. Like less of the girls. I told them to back up. Some of them didn't listen. But I'm fighting the guys here, even though they're 100 more pounds bigger than me, 200 more pounds bigger than me. I was fighting because I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I don't know what was going on. And I'm fighting these dudes. I'm getting my chains broken. I'm getting my bracelets broken. I'm getting, kind of like beat up in the process of this. I'm trying to fight them. Then eventually I spit on some nurse or something. And then they had to put a needle on me. Some needle that just puts you to sleep instant. I don't remember anything about that. Best sleep of my life, though. I was waiting for some of y'all to get that. But after I woke up on the couch. First of all, I don't know how I got to the couch. Don't know how. Hopefully you did that. I don't know how I got to the couch. I was asleep. But I woke up, I'm hurting, I'm tired, I'm confused, I don't know what to do. I'm looking around for, okay, where's this? I need this right now. I'm scared, I don't know what to do. I got to take this right now. I'm looking for everything. I'm going up to my room. I'm like, okay, where's this? Did I hide anything? Did I leave anything behind? I'm trying to, I don't have a phone at that point. So I'm like, I can't text anybody. I can't get anything. So I'm just sitting there, a little sobered up. And I'm just sitting there, kind of shaking, kind of scared, just anxious. And I just sit there. I'm like, is this what I want in my life? Is this what making my mom happy? Is this what making my grandma proud? Is this making my siblings happy? Like what is this doing for myself? What am I gaining from this? And all I saw was loss. So I was like, if I'm not gaining anything from it, why would I keep going? So I had to force, do everything out, cold turkey. Ain't nothing in my sight, nothing's in my way. I'm gonna cold turkey it, I'm gonna get sober. I think that was one of the scariest but greatest decisions I've ever made, was just to throw everything away. Just throw it away. Flush it, bury it, anything but just let it go. Just let it go. And I had to, talk with a couple of my friends. I'm like, if I get sober up, will you sober up? So now I got 2 people sobering up now. I'm like, okay, me and my friend's doing this. Okay, I'm not alone. I'm hurting. He's hurting. Okay, so his friend, another friend. So we got a couple people who are sobering up. So at that same week, I have 2 of my other friends sobering up, and I was, again, not alone for that. And that's what kept me here. It was the not being alone. But
Your mom.
But I remember just, trying to sober up. I'm like, okay, my mindset is, if I don't stop, I'm gonna die. And that's point blank period. If I don't stop, I'm gonna die. And so I'm like, okay, I want a car, I want a family, I want a wife, I want a beautiful wife. And you can't be younger than 18 and get a wife, so I gotta wait. But I wanted to do things in my life. I wanted to be things. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get old first. And how to go old is to keep your body healthy, keep yourself healthy. So I'm thinking like, okay, what's killing me right now? Myself and these drugs. And all this negativity I'm putting in my life and everything I'm putting in my life that I shouldn't. And so I'm like, okay, let me throw away. I'm gonna throw away this. I'm gonna throw away this. This is nothing to me. My God got this. Because I grew up Christian. I grew up with my mama playing her church things. I grew up in this church. I grew up in this church. So I'm like, I know the gospel, but I never set out for him. I never looked for him. I never had that pattern with him. I had a pattern with drugs. I had that pattern with misbehaving. I had that pattern, the pattern of doing the wrong instead of the right. So I had to find myself getting into a pattern with God. My mom does. I love this. I don't tell her this, but I love this. Is every morning we have family prayer. We get up at now in the summer 8:30, but in the school year it's 6:30, and that helps. Prayer helps.
Yeah.
Especially, okay, y'all all got phones. Let's be honest. There's always going to be someone you can call. Other people too, by the way. But there's always somebody you can call. There's always somebody you can be right next to. And fortunately, my family was right next to me. Even though they didn't know what I was going through, they didn't know what was going on, how much damage I'd done or would have done, as long as they were there. And that's what kind of kept me through. And my family is like the biggest, inspiration. So, going through the first, I think it was 2 months, or not 2 months, I'm tripping, like a month. I've been going with withdrawals now. People are noticing, okay, why are you so mad all of a sudden? Like, you was always that chill person, you was always that quiet person, always done this. Why are you so mad? Why are you so agitated? Why are you so this and so uncontent? Like, I'm like, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to talk to you right now. And I remember people were asking me, I'm like, okay, I can't tell anybody. People are gonna think I'm weird. People think I'm just different. They want to accept me. They want to accept it. And so now I'm going, I think, 1 or 2 months just kind of by myself, just in that void of, okay, this is all I got. My family's here. Good. They're doing well. Good. I'm not causing them too much or any pain anymore. Good. I didn't think it was really going in for me. I didn't think think that there's too much I had to do on my part. But, looking at your family, knowing that you cause them so much harm, you cause their sleep to, be sleepless at night, you cause so much of this, how can you repay them? So I'm constantly thinking of, how do I repay my family back? How do I say I'm sorry? How do I give back to what, I lost or what I owe? And so now I'm scared. I'm scared again. I don't know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to say. So now I'm flooded with these emotions. I'm flooded with everything I have to get through now since being sober. Okay. Since now I'm sober, people expect me to do this now. People expect me to follow and listen to this. I'm like, I can't do this right now. And I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, okay. Everything's clotting in now. Everything's going crazy. I'm like, oh, I'm going to relapse now. And now Josh back there, him, give it a little wave. Thank you. I called him up, and it was a bad night too. I called him up, and he answered. I'm like, thank God he answered, because if he didn't answer, I kid you not, if he didn't answer, that would have been, this would not be a thing. I would not even be here at all. And so I used my resources, that 1,000 pound phone.
Yeah.
Trust me, it was 1,000 pounds for a while, but now it's a feather. But picking up, using the resources, knowing, okay, this person says he got my back. Let me test this out. Sure enough, he answers. Not even the first ring. I didn't even call him yet, and he answered. I'm like, yo, God is good. But he answered. I told him afterwards. He didn't know it yet, but I just had to call him. Or he called me. I forgot what happened, but it was just some call that changed a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And it's the power of God. It's the right time, right place, and it's Him. It's not coincidence. It's not luck. It's not the universe, or it's not the stars that are aligned. It's God. It's just simply Him. It's not gonna be anything different either. It was just simply God, because I knew, if He didn't answer, or either one of us didn't answer, I would not be here tonight, and I'll probably be doing the same thing I was in 9th grade. Doing all this, selling this, getting beat up, getting jumped, doing stealing from shops, doing all this stuff. But no, I'm here tonight, 1 year, with 1 year of sobriety, and that's God. That's just nothing but God. Because I went from doing all this now, I'm starting to, trying to get my permit. I'm getting everything done. I'm excited for school. I told all those friends, go, leave me alone. If you talk to me, I won't talk back. I told them, I'm like, if you're going to be with me, you will also be sober, and you will also do what you need to be doing. I will make sure you're on track, but if you fall out of line, I'm sorry, but I can't. I can't be your friend. And now I'm doing everything right, and I still feel lonely. I still feel sad and angry, but now I know who to turn to. Now I know my mom got me. I know Samaj got me. I know you got me. I know she got me. I know God got me. So I'm less stressed. I'm less worrying, because God's got me. Like, there's no way around that. Because I was thinking, I hear a lot that you have so much talent, but you don't show it, and you need to. I've been hearing that all my life. I've been hearing that from day one. You have so much talent, you need to show it more, da da da. I ain't realize it till now, until I see other teens, and I see other people that I affect positively, and I'm like, hey, there's my talent. Here's my talent, making somebody smile tonight. That's my talent. And it's the power of God. I couldn't even say it's anything else. I couldn't say it's because of myself. I couldn't say it's because of, my mentor. I couldn't say it's because of God. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just gotta slow down. That's one of the things that I struggle with so much. It's just trying to slow down. I'm always at fast pace. Okay, let's get it, go through. I couldn't just slow down. With my friends passing, I was like, okay, I just want to hurry up and forget about him. I can't think about him. Let me do this so I don't think about him. And then getting sober, all of a sudden, you get those feelings back. You get those, oh, okay. Oh, I know now. I'm clear now. And then I got hit, unfortunately, with that realization, my best friend is gone. And being sober, and going to a little while, being sober, I'm like, it's gonna be okay. No more pain, no more suffering for him. It's okay. God's got me, God's got him. He's in heaven right now. He's laughing right now. I know he is. I know he is. I know my best friend is. But sobering up, realizing everything, all the mistakes I've made, and I wish I could have made up. I didn't know what to do. And then, God got his little voice in the back of my ear. It's quiet sometimes, but other times it's just, you can't miss it. And if you miss it, you must be deaf. That's all. But, I'm listening more. I'm getting more into the Bible. I'm getting more into my youth group. I'm getting more into the church itself. I'm getting Jamburgers. I'm getting here. Yeah. And I'm doing all these things. My life is finally starting to get better. It's starting to smile a little bit more. And I never had that. I never had that smile that was, because I did the right thing. I had a smile because I knew I was getting in trouble, but it was like I wanted to get in trouble. It's that little smirk of, yeah, like, okay, whatever. But the smile I have on my face right now is the accomplishment. The weight off my chest of, I'm not wrong anymore. I still do wrong. I still make my mom mad. I still make Smudge mad. I know I make y'all mad, but it's pure love, and it's nothing but love from it. Back then, it was just nothing but hatred, nothing but, what do I gain from you? Like, what type of money, what type of things you going to give me? Now it's, what can I give you? What can I give back? Like, I took away your sleep. So, let me help you get that rest back. You need me to take, like, my mom, I go to the grocery store with her so she doesn't have to, do a lot of things. I try to go out with her. I go see my grandma. I try to help around the house, even though sometimes she doesn't see it, but I do try to help her around the house so she can get her sleep and her rest back, because I took it from her. I took it from her, and I need to give that back. So, what step is it?
Step 9, amends. You make an amends.
You did that so well. Good job. Jeez. But step number 9, the amends is.
That's what you're doing. You're living it. You're in a living amends.
Right now, I am. I'm trying to, fixing other things with other relationships, with friendships, and trying to get everything back. And my family's the one I really need to get back to. The sleep, the rest, just the overall exhaustion of what they had to deal with me. Because I know I'm a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a lot. Like, that's no different from anybody else. We're a lot.
Amen. You are a lot. Yes.
Boom. Now I'm trying to get back everything. I'm trying to show my truth. I'm trying to show my God out now. Now, back then I was like, okay, my God's my God. My God stays in church. My God stays in youth group. My God stays here in the church. But now it's like, my God, that's my God. He's everywhere. I go into like the school I was at last year. It's a drug recovery school, so you don't get a lot of that. But people start noticing. I started praying for before I eat breakfast, or I started praying before my day, or I'll just give God the glory sometimes. And a lot of people they don't like it. A lot of people, I don't know why. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why. But a lot of people don't like it. But I kept with it. I kept with my God, because that's the person I know who's going to be with me. Even though I can't see him in real, with my eyes, I can feel him. I can hear him. That's all I need.
You're not alone anymore.
I'm not.
You're not alone anymore. And it's that smiling. That's that joy of the Lord. And we are so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Samaj might think you're a lot, but I don't, so. There was one thing that I was thinking about a lot. And that was where you said I had a lot of what ifs. And I think we all in this room can probably identify a lot with that. What if this happens? What if that happens? And it's, in a world full of uncertainties, one thing is certain. God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. And everyone in this room, and he's got a good plan for your life. And when you said that, okay, this is going to be my year, right? I'm the queen of broken New Year's Eve resolutions. Still in sobriety, by the way. God's working on that, right?
Amen.
But I believe that God was saying, no, this isn't your year. It was his year. It was his year to reveal himself to you. That you were never alone. That he was always with you. And that he worked all that bad. It's not, God meant it for good. Because now you're a living, walking, breathing, living testimony to all the people in this room. Because I know me, I wouldn't have been able to do it at 16. I would not have been able to do it at 16. And you have come into this room for this last year and spoken so much hope into people twice, 3 times your age that says, wow, if God could do it for him, maybe God can do it for me too. And I'm so proud of you, Ann. I'm so proud of you. You inspire me. You know, and so maybe you're here in this room tonight and you're thinking, you know, what if? What if? What if this disease does kill me? Right? What if? Do you know where you're going afterwards, if so? One of my favorite scriptures, Jeremiah 30, God says, I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a good hope and a good future here on earth and in heaven. Right? In a world full of uncertainty, one thing is certain. God loves you. He knows you by name. And I feel like he's asking you tonight, is this going to be the year? Is this going to be the year that you accept me, that you see me, that you hear me? And that God's wanting to open those deaf ears tonight. Those deaf ears that I know we've all had. If you're sitting in this room here, you know. So here at Chain Breakers, we never wrap up any of our meetings without giving you that opportunity. Without giving you that opportunity. Just like we do in this third step here, to receive Jesus as your Lord and Savior, to give him your will and your life, because his way is always better than our way. Victory begins with that moment of surrender. What if you've been unsure? What if you say, okay, maybe if I just give this a chance? What if God's got a plan for your life that's far beyond your wildest dreams and he's just been waiting for you to receive that? Because God's a gentleman. He won't force or impose his will upon us, right? He wants to, love is not control, right? If he forced his plan on our lives, that's control, that's not love. He loves us enough to allow us to make that decision, to receive him. Will you receive him tonight if you haven't yet? What if your whole life could change in this very moment? So here at Chainbreakers, we believe the way to salvation, how to receive Jesus as your Lord and Savior, is as easy as ABC. A, we just admit the truth about ourselves, that we're sinners, that we've made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. If you're sitting in this room, I know you've made mistakes. B, we believe that God did something about our sin, about all those mistakes through his son Jesus when he died on the cross so that we could be forgiven and have a holy, intimate relationship with him. See, we commit our will and our lives over to his care and protection, just like we do in that third step. And I like to add the D in there. We do it today because tomorrow is never promised. What if tomorrow doesn't come? What if tomorrow doesn't come? Do you know where you're going after this? So I'm going to ask everyone to bow their heads, close their eyes. If you're watching online, this is for you too. And if you're ready to say yes to Jesus, yes to his way, yes to his will, yes to his plan, say something like this. You don't even have to say it out loud if you don't want to. Just from your heart, something like this. Father in heaven, thank you for loving me. I admit to you that I am a sinner, that I have made mistakes, and I'm sorry. I believe you did something about my sin through your son Jesus when he died on the cross so I could be forgiven. Jesus, come into my heart. I give you my life. I receive you as my Lord and Savior. With your eyes still closed, please, head still bowed, no one looking but me. If you said that prayer with me tonight for the first time, would you please raise your hand? I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to embarrass you. I just want to be able to pray for you, and I want to be able to give you a Bible to start you out on your walk with God. So if that was you tonight, would you please raise your hand? Okay. Thank you so much. You may open your eyes. Can we please give a great big chain breaker round of applause for Ian. I am so proud of you. That was such a powerful testimony. And, you know, just like me, all the people that are up here, there's nothing unique about us that God saved us. If he did it for us, he'll do it for you too. So I know there's something I always forget what I'm supposed to say at the end. All right, let's see. Congratulations, yes, please. For those who prayed with us to receive Christ, congratulations. On the inside of the Bibles you received is a Next Steps card. We invite you to please see our volunteer at the back table to get your free gift we would like to give to you if it's your first time here. Please, we would love to pray for you. Also, if you came in here with a burden, don't leave here with it. We have people that would love to pray for you, and like Ian said, we bear each other's burdens now. This journey was never meant to be walked alone. So please, if you need prayer, just head to that table back there. And let's see, if you would like to make Chainbreakers your home group, you can sign up at the front table. And for those of you who prayed with me online to receive Jesus, please send us a PM so we can congratulate you, pray for you, and mail you out some literature to get you started on your journey. And we ask one thing at this meeting, blessed you in any way, that you would please continue that blessing on and share it with a friend. So have a great night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're going to shut the feed off here to open up the meeting for share. So again, let's give it up for Ian. Thank you so much. And we're going to invite everyone to their feet. Oh.